That's crazy. That's crazy. All the shit that's been going on. Hey Telly, welcome in. How you doing today? What's today? I be forgetting the days. Oh, it's Tuesday. How you doing on this Tuesday? I just wanted to get on live. Wasn't doing much. I'm doing alright. I'm just chilling. Was feeling bored. And I felt like I should get on live. You know what I'm saying? Get my channel going. Because the main thing I've been trying to work on is my YouTube channel. I've been trying to get my YouTube channel popping a lot more. It's like my TikTok does good. It does great. Like, I get a lot of numbers on TikTok. But when it comes to YouTube, I get numbers, but not in the way that I want. But you know, I'm trying. So yeah, that's why I just wanted to get on live and chill. In that comment. But yeah, you bored as well? I know that's right. I stay bored sometimes. I be trying to get out the house, but everything's so expensive. Yeah, I do tell a lot of my followers from TikTok to come to my YouTube. And they have came over here. I know a lot of followers from my TikTok that came over to my YouTube. And I actually interact with them, so I know some of them. But you know, I'm just trying to get more followers. I got enough followers. Like I got 85. I'm doing good. I know that I'm gonna reach 100 followers. Like by the end of this month, I'm gonna definitely get 100 followers. But yeah, like I said, I've been trying to build up my YouTube a lot more. But at the same time, I love doing YouTube. I love creating content. I love talking about woke things. But it's like I don't know what I want to do physically. Like I don't know what I really want to do in life for real. It's like it's so many things that this life has shown me to the point where I don't want to be in it like that. I really don't want to do nothing here, but the fact that I'm here, it's like I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Gabby, welcome in. I'm doing all right. How you doing? But yeah, like I said, I don't know I don't know what to do in the physical realm. It's like everything that I know now is so spiritual to the point where it's hard for me to live in this physical reality like I used to. Because when I was asleep, I could live in this physical reality with no problems. I could eat the food. I could be around the people who were asleep just like me. I could talk to people and have friends who were asleep just like me. But it's like now I really don't know what to do at this point. It's like I'm so invested into myself spiritually and I'm so invested into Christ to it's like, damn, like, do I even have any room to grow physically? And it's like it's been so hard. But I know that it's going to get harder for the chosen ones because we are here to fight these spiritual battles. And the fact that we are fighting these spiritual battles, it's going to be a lot of shit that's going to happen to us on a physical level that's going to look like destruction, but at the same time it's building us up, you know, spiritually. So we got to be prepared for all these things and all these attacks. And it's like all this shit that I've been going through, I know that at the end of this shit I'm going to reap the rewards that I always had. And the reward is me being myself, me being the person that I've always been but I never knew I was. And you know, you're gonna have a lot of people in childhood who try to downplay who you are, who try to, disrupt the path that you are on because they know that you are able to make it out of this shit. They're not able to make it because they are part of the program. They were created in this shit. So the fact that you are a real person, we are able to do a lot more things than the average people. So you wonder why you don't have an average life is because you're not an average being. You are someone who's, multidimensional. You can be everywhere all at once. You have many different lives that you don't know that you live. It's so many different versions of you that are living right now. And you're trying to meet up and collect all these versions of yourself so that way when y'all come together, y'all can have one power and one bond that y'all share. And you use that power everywhere you go because you are a, how should I say this? You are a being who lives forever, basically. Eternal, immortal. You can't die. So it's like the fact that I know that it's so hard to move around in this physical realm the way I used to. And it's like I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a hard time figuring out where to go next in life. And that's the biggest thing. Yeah, you're right, Telly. I do have a lot of time to figure that out. But it's like I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I put so much pressure on myself. It's like I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but it's like I always hold myself to a higher standard. It's like if I don't meet that shit, I feel like it's something wrong with me. But even though this is coming from a place of, trauma and different things that I have to still heal, you know, I'm still trying to find the silver lining in all of this shit. It's like, even though I have all these past wounds, I have all these things that happened to me traumatically, I'm still trying to heal from these things. I'm still trying to go through the water. But you're gonna have a lot of people in your life that try to hold you back, that try to keep you in that old version of yourself. And it's like, that's not who I want to be anymore. That's not who I am. And when you're not that person, you're gonna have a lot of people around you who see you for the old version of you because they are still stuck on that 3D plane. That's where the old version of you exists. So it's like I stay away from those people, you know? And I don't know where to go. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the physical realm, it's like, what else is there to do? I know I can still learn who I am, and I'm still learning who I am because I don't know everything about myself yet that I want to know. But what I can say is that the fact that I'm learning, that I'm trying to know everything, about myself, I'm giving myself credit for that because not a lot of people, even know who they are. Not a lot of people are even trying to awaken to where they are and who they are. So the fact that I'm doing that, I think it goes to show that I'm stronger than anything that tries to come against me. So I know that for sure. And it's like, damn. Christ shows you a lot of shit. Christ does things in ways that's magical that you would never expect. You know what I'm saying? You would never expect these certain situations and things to take place because it feels so unreal and supernatural. And that's how Christ feels. When I'm dealing with Christ, it feels supernatural. It feels like it's not real. So imagine trying to explain that to people who don't see that shit every day. We see a lot of things every day as chosen ones. We see a lot of spiritual shit. We see a lot of physical things. We see past the physical things. We see that the veil has finally lifted and we can see a lot more than we ever did. So trying to explain this to an average person who's not awakened, who doesn't have the veil, lifted from their eyes, it's going to be hard. Because they're going to call you all kind of crazy just because they are not at the frequency that you are at. Y'all, we are at two different frequencies. That's why the great separation is happening right now. And everything is getting separated. Christ is coming to separate this shit. Because you have to have the real from the fake. We can't take no fucking NPCs with us. Because bitch, we are with real people. We are with people who have a soul and spirit. A lot of these people don't have that. So the fact that a lot of these people don't have it, we have to come down here and separate some of these people and find out who's real and who's not. Because you'll be surprised. A lot of people who aren't real speak a lot of the shit that I'm speaking right now. They speak a lot of woke shit. They speak a lot of spiritual things, but at the same time, they could be an imposter. You know what I'm saying? So that's when discernment really comes into play, because you got to know who you listening to and why are you listening to them. Why am I following this person? Why do I feel the way that I feel when this person is speaking? Do I resonate with this person? Does my energy connect with them? And those are questions that we should be asking when you are receiving spiritual knowledge from somebody else. You know, when you're, especially when you're not doing the research. And I feel like you should always do the research, because anybody can tell you anything, and you don't want that to happen. So do your own research for real. And like I said, a lot of people won't really listen to what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't look like the high status person that everyone worships. You know, these celebrities and all these beings who basically are fucking clones, who don't have no real life, who don't have no real spiritual knowledge. And the fact that these rich and wealthy people don't have spiritual knowledge, they're going to pay you for it. They're going to be coming to you for the knowledge because they don't have it. All they know is money, cars, clothes, riches, the next million, what they got to do to get the next million. How they going to sell their soul just to get what they always had, because they afraid of losing it. So the fact that they know that they're gonna lose a lot of their shit, they're gonna try to buy spiritual knowledge. And this knowledge is something that you cannot buy. The chosen ones, real chosen ones, will not accept that shit because they cannot be bought out. Because if that was the case, if the real chosen ones could be bought out, then a lot of us would be sellouts, and you really wouldn't have a lot of chosen ones speaking the truth if that was the case. So I really feel like a lot of these celebrities are most definitely paying a lot of these spiritual people to know the knowledge that we know. But even then again, I feel like that's not enough. Because even if you're trying to pay for the knowledge, you're still not going within. You're still not doing the shadow work. You're still not healing. So what are you doing at this point? And that's the celebrities. You know, that's people who are very rich and wealthy, who have that mindset of, as long as I got money, I'm gonna be all right. But not knowing that spiritually, your ass is broke. You broke as fuck spiritually. You ain't got shit compared to what people down here got. You ain't got shit. Even though I don't got a lot of money, but I do know that I got a lot of spiritual shit behind, me. But these rich people look for the money as a way out, when they don't know that money's finna crash, and that's finna be a whole new system. So it's either you're finna go with this whole new system and lose everything you had, or say fuck that system and go with yourself spiritually. And not a lot of people gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most definitely have to go down the rabbit hole by yourself. Shit. When I was awakened, like when I was first awakening to my Christ consciousness, I mostly had to do it by myself. Yes, I got on TikTok, I watch a lot of spiritual creators, but at the same time I had to do the healing for myself. I had to find out a lot of shit by myself, and that shit really shocked my mind. I'm not gonna play with y'all. Like that shit scared me. Especially the first thing that scared me was when I found out that we was living around a bunch of NPCs and clones. Now that shit was the kicker. That just, like, for a whole like month or two, I couldn't get out of my head. Like, damn, we are living around NPCs and bots and fucking clones. Like, the fuck? That kind of shit is I don't know. I'm still having trouble sometimes dealing with it. Even though I can see the NPCs and clones, it's like, wow. Wow. But it's like, at the same time, when Christ reveals something to you, it's going to be something, it tears you apart a little bit, but also it's going to rebuild you. Even though what the information you might receive could be heartbreaking, it could be traumatic, it could be like mind blowing, but at the same time, it's not to fear you, it's not to scare you, it's to build you up, it's to put the pieces together so that way now you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what we got to do. We got to put these pieces together. We are in a puzzle and we figuring this shit out. We don't know what piece go to what. Some of the pieces look the same. It's like, damn. That's how hard life is getting. It's like a 1,000 piece puzzle. Y'all ever tried to put a 1,000 piece puzzle together? Cause I have. That shit is stressful. Have I completed it? Hell no. I probably only got like not even half of that shit done. But life really feels like a 1,000 piece puzzle. We gotta sit here every day putting this shit together by ourselves, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that shit. I'm tired. I just want to go home. To be honest, I feel like Dorothy out this bitch. I really just want to go home. I want to go to the land that I truly come from and party all day. Have fun. Cause down here ain't no fun for real. It's boring. Hella boring. Like, I wonder where KK at. But yeah, life get boring though. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Lately, I've been sleepy a lot lately. To be honest, I've been sleeping a lot more than ever. Usually I'd be up, but it's like something just switched, and now it's like I'm sleeping a lot more than usual. And I feel like me sleeping is kind of me restoring myself. Like the soul is restoring itself through sleep. And I heard that before. I heard that theory. Like, mm, you know. But I don't know how my soul could restore itself in the sleep because every time I go to sleep, I'm always dreaming about some shit. I'm always everywhere. It's like I be everywhere in my dreams. I don't know how I get rest because it's like I don't. It's like, damn. I be trying to sleep. I be trying to take naps too. I be trying to take naps. Like, but I don't know. I can't sleep during the daytime for some reason. I'm more of a like sleep at night person, but I don't like mornings. I don't like waking up early. I'm not a mornings person at all. I like to sleep in the morning. But I like to be up at night a little bit, but I like to go to sleep at night. I can't sleep during the day like that. So taking naps for me is kind of hard. And if I do take a nap, I gotta be hella tired. I mean, tired as hell. It's like I did a whole 100 dash tired for me to really take a nap in the daytime. Because in the daytime, I be active a lot. Even though I be bored as hell, but I do be active. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason I be bored is because, to be honest, I'm not around people who's like me for real. It's like, the fuck? It's like when you spend your days around NPCs and clones all day, you get irritated as a bitch. It's like you can't keep a mood. My mood's been shifting, and it's like if I was around the people who truly, belong to my soul tribe, like you, Telly, and KK and Ajita, it's like I'll be all right. Did I? No. Well, I don't consider like when I go to work, I don't consider them friends. I'm gonna be honest. I don't consider like work friends. I just consider them coworkers, people I work with. Cause I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people that I work with, they not on the shit that I'm on, and I can see it. It's like I don't even have to have a conversation with you, and I already know that you're not on Christ. I could just look at a person and be like, nah, you ain't got it. I don't know what it is. It's like I could just I see it in you. And if I see that you not with Christ or you don't think not how I think, because no one will ever think how I think, but I'm just saying like if you're not on that frequency, that wave, that vibe that I'm on, it's like nah. I can't really kick it with you. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm above you in a sense. And I really can't hang out with people that I know I'm above on a spiritual level for real. Cause I feel out of place. I feel too big for such small people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah. But you know, they cool people. It's not like they do anything to me. You know, I talk to them, you know, here and there, but it's nothing outside of work. Basically, what I'm saying. It's only work related. So that's how I am. And I love to stay to myself. And I think that's kind of my problem. It's like you stay to yourself for so long, but it's like you kind of lose the social skills. You kind of lose how to really talk to people and interact with people. And I really don't. I like to stay to myself. I guess because I'm used to it, you know. But I feel like I kind of do need to branch out. The biggest thing I want to do is travel somewhere. Like I think if I travel, I'll really get to see a lot more people, a lot more places, and just do a lot more shit. I need a whole new life at this point. That's what I need. A whole new life. I don't know where everybody at. Everybody sleep. I know KK usually being here. I don't know where everybody at. Like they sleep. Shit, I should be sleep with their ass. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on live for real. I just be getting on. I don't be having a set plan. Like when I get on live, it ain't no topic. It's just whatever I talk about or whatever come up in chat. That's what I be talking about sometimes. You know. Oh, I forgot to mention. I seen this video on TikTok. I know you don't be on TikTok, Telly, but I seen this video and this black guy was going around and he was asking these white people like, what is white culture? And I almost skipped the video, but when I had like heard it, I'm like, I went back to it and I'm like, okay, let me watch it. He was asking the white people like, what is white culture in a sense? Cause I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never heard of that shit. I ain't never heard of nobody say white culture. Now I heard of black culture, but I ain't never heard no fucking white culture. Nah, I ain't gonna be lie. That was my first time kind of hearing that term, white culture. Even the white people couldn't answer that shit. And it was a black man asking white people, what is white culture? In every clip, the white people could not answer to what white culture is. The only answer they had was, well, I don't know. All they could say was, I don't know. They had to think about it. They were saying all kind of answers. And I'm like, this is sad. The fact that y'all know that y'all don't even have a fucking culture. Y'all know that y'all don't have shit original. Lets me know that y'all don't hold no fucking power at all. And it lets me know that y'all don't own shit either. Watching that video. Because if I go and ask some black people, what is black culture? I'm going to get a whole list of shit of what black culture is. R&B, hip hop, rap, all kind of shit. But when you say white culture, they couldn't give you a list of not shit. But one white person said that white culture is us stealing shit and taking it and acting like it's our own. And when I heard that, I'm like, you right. Yes, white culture is y'all stealing shit, taking shit, being savages just to get y'all way, because really y'all are fucking animals. And I'm not being racist. I'm just stating facts, because even the white people are saying they don't know what the fuck white culture is. They saying this shit, not me. So the fact that I'm saying that y'all don't even know what white culture is, that let me know that y'all are not original here. Y'all had to be fucking created for y'all not to have culture. But then y'all gonna say that our history was erased or our history don't exist. Well, technically, bitch, where the fuck is your history at? Where the fuck do you come from? And they can't answer that. So seeing that video kind of triggered me a little bit. Like, damn, y'all don't even know where y'all culture from, but y'all try to tell us that we from Africa, but y'all don't even have a fucking culture. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. Like, that was a crazy video to me. Yes, Telly, they are the real animals. They tear up shit, tearing up the land, tearing up the soil, tearing up every fucking thing. But then again, act like they always been here. No, y'all haven't. To be honest, white people really haven't been here that long at all. That's why they don't know where the fuck they come from. That's why they don't know what their fucking culture is. Cause you ain't been here that long. That's why black people can tell you the ins and outs of this fucking earth better than any white person. Just stating. Just saying. That's what I'm saying. Especially in America. You know the American school system. How the fuck are you gonna have a white teacher teaching black students black history? I never understood that. What can I learn from him that I can't learn from my own people? What can I why I gotta go to a white man? Why I gotta know his experience? When technically the white man don't even know where the fuck he come from. So how am I finna be led by a person that's trying to tell me my history when they don't even know their own fucking history? And if they do know it, it's a lie. Trust me, it's a lie. So it's like, that's why I say the school system is bullshit too. And I feel like black history itself is kind of the bullshit sometimes. Because if you look back in history, it's a lot of sellouts. It's a lot of shit in history that didn't happen like they said it did. But yet then again, they teaching us this shit in school like it did happen. Like, no. If you go and talk to some of your elders, they will tell you what really happened. A lot of this shit we learned in school wasn't the truth. So now that you go talk to real people outside of school, outside of this indoctrination system, you go talk to people who actually experienced shit and who wasn't a fucking sellout with the government like Martin Luther King and all them other motherfuckers. You talk to the real every average day people and you learn from them, and you was like, okay, so what was it like back then? You know what really took place. That's who we supposed to be learning from. Our elders. The people who came before us. But they want you to go to school and be indoctrinated. They don't want you to learn from your parents. They don't want you to learn at home. Cause if a lot of people were taught at home, if a lot of kids was taught at home, trust me, this system would have been fucking failed. Due to the fact that you will have a family that knows, you know, how to be spiritually awakened. And that's what they're afraid of. But little do they know that even though they are trying to stop us in so many ways, it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna process. And they can't. They can't stop this shit. And what can't they stop? They can't stop Christ. They can't stop the energy that's coming. And look at all the weapons that they placed against us. All this shit. They even wiped our memories out before we got to this bitch. They said you will not remember shit. But it's funny how we live this lifetime and we remember so fucking much. We are so smart and intelligent beyond fucking wonders. And they wiped our memories. But we know more shit than our average family members. We know more shit than our average neighbors and people outside of us. So what the fuck does that tell you? You so powerful to the point where can't shit keep you down. And I like that for us. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I like the fact that we are knowing our power now. I like the fact that we are stepping into the beings we always been, you know, and we are regaining our knowledge. We are regaining our conscience. And we're waking up to the bullshit. Yeah, most definitely can't stop the people from waking up. Not at all. And that's the funny thing about it. They will never be able to stop us. Never. For real. It's 10:03. Face going to. I don't know. I'm about to get off live. I'm tired. I'm about to go to sleep for real. I've been out all day. Yes, Telly. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm tired a little bit. So yes, I'm gonna try to go live. I don't know. If not tomorrow, then probably the day after that, which is what, Thursday. So yeah, I might go live Thursday. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see. But all right, you have a good night, Telly. Thank you for joining. I like it. Yeah, they most definitely don't want to know who they are. Like I said, ignorance. That's the biggest trap. Ignorance. And people are going to fall into it. A lot of people are going to fall into the trap of their own ignorance. Because they choose not to listen to the signs and the warning signs that people have been giving them since day one. But eventually, everybody's going to see the truth. Eventually, everybody's going to be shown who the real is, you know? So, yes, Telly, you enjoy the rest of your night too. And remember, you are Christ, we are Christ. And shit, can't nobody do shit to us. We good. So, have a good night.